Hey everybody, what's going on? I'm Amenadale, aka Green Grow Guy. And right now I'm showing you a reusable container. It was my water container, clearly you can see. I cut the top off, poked some holes in it, and this is what I'm going to use to plant our sweet potatoes. Alright, I decided to use this, guys, because I really want to progressively see my sweet potatoes grow. I think it'll be something interesting. I'm showing you right there. Watch the handle. Make sure you cut above that. Okay, naturally, the next step is, after I make my sweet potato pot, is to fill it up with soil. Just as always, you want to fill this up with soil very loosely because you want to allow the sweet potatoes to get as big as they want, have as much space as they can utilize, and you don't want them to fight through compacted soil to do that. That's really, really important. So that's all you see me doing is going through the pots in my greenhouse that I'm not using any longer for the season. I'm getting rid of the topsoil, and I'm going to use it for my sweet potato plant. So right now I'm adjusting the camera so you guys can see all of that going on. I decided to make this video like this so I can actually talk to you guys a little more person to person, and give you guys a little bit of background history on exactly who I am and why I do what I do. So as you guys are watching me prepare this sweet potato plant, you know what I mean? Get to know me a little bit. As you already know, I'm Amenadale, aka Green Grow Guy. I have 20 years of agriculture experience. So I've been doing this for 20 years of my life, in some way, shape, or form. Whether it's cutting down your trees, growing your food, building landscapes. This has been my career for 20 years. And one of the things that I noticed, especially with people that look like me, if you're a black person, however you want to identify yourself, this is not a field in the 20 years of me doing it that I ran into a lot of other black people. So what I'm trying to do is encourage black people to go back to their natural origins of farming, especially here in the United States of America. You know what I mean? Our farming history in the United States of America has deterred many black Americans that look like me from even embarking on growing their own food just because of the stigmas and the history and the anger and resentment that's associated with it. But if you look deeper into our history as black people on planet Earth, you will see that agriculture was just a part of who we were. With or without slavery. Yes, for sure, it was exploited, but this is not something as a black person farming, agriculture, that you should shy away from at all. And I also want to point out, teach your children. I have my son in the back. He's into it a little bit. I let him come out and do this with me as he wants to. I'm introducing him to new plants. I'm showing him how to take care of stuff. And even if he doesn't know all the plants, even if he feels like he's only watering things, he's absorbing the information around him. And this is how you begin to change the cycle of young black Americans not being interested in urban farming, commercial farming, or just growing their food for themselves. One of the biggest things we have to do as black Americans is begin to control our own food supply. And this is why I decided to begin to show you guys these videos, to show you guys how easy it is. And another thing I did was record this video in real time to show you guys that in 10 minutes, I'm going to be able in 90 days to have about 10, 15 pounds of sweet potatoes out of one of these containers that I'm planting. You know what I mean? A lot of times we feel that it's more convenient to go to the store. So I'm showing you guys after you do your work, yes, you're going to have to put some work in, but it's not as much work as you think. So as you see, I'm just filling it up. I might have sent my son on the errand to continue getting prepared to plant these sweet potatoes. The chicken coop you see sitting beside of me, that's why we're kind of doing this. I'm actually emptying out my greenhouse for the fall. And I'm going to turn this into a full-scale chicken coop. And I'm going to show you guys how to definitely set that up. So you see the greenhouse is kind of empty. Oh, there goes my son right now. And for you guys that want to know, he wants to be called Green Bean Boy. I'm thinking he wants to be called Green Bean Boy. I think that's what he said to me. So in the videos, when you guys leave the comments, he is Green Bean Boy. Yes, right now I am actually sending him in right now to get the sweet potatoes. I'm describing it to him, and I'm actually explaining to him what he's looking for, because he's actually going to have to go in and pick out of a variety of already sprouted plants. So I'm giving him the opportunity to learn to identify plants by their foliage or by their leaves. So I'm describing to him where it is to a degree and what he's looking for him to be able to identify the next time that he walks up. Hey, this is a sweet potato slip compared to the garlic, the ginger that's up there. I have some basil near it. There's other things that are sprouted that are near it. So these are the little things that you can involve your children in, and unconsciously or subconsciously, they're actually learning how to farm. By the way, I would like to point out, as I'm watching this video, I'm speaking, and it is much harder recording this video watching me compared to speaking to you guys as I do it. But I definitely appreciate the time to get to introduce myself to you guys a little bit more formal. And I would also like to take this time before my son comes back, because trust me, he's in there looking, he wants to get it right, to thank everybody for all their support on TikTok and YouTube. And if you're not following me on YouTube, follow me on NGE Black TV on YouTube. And if you're not following me on TikTok, start doing that right now and spread the word. This is urban farming. I'm showing people like me, black and brown people, how to grow their food where they live. Stop playing with me, y'all. Y'all know food is high, and any way that you can save money, I'm here to show you how. This is me coming to the conclusion that he might not have found it. And then I'm like, yes, you did. So I'm very excited right now that he was able to find it, and his plant identification is coming up. So you should know, as somebody that spent all these years in agriculture, I'm really happy right now. But you know, as a dad, I'm showing it, but I'm not showing it. And I actually like that we don't have the video on, so me and him can have a lot of, conversation about, just things that he likes to do, some bonding time talk. This is really good time to spend with your kids. He likes it to an extent, like I said. Right now I'm showing you guys the roots, and I'm really hype about these roots. These took me about a week and a half for them to spread out like this. They're about 1.5 inches long. I'm giving my son the Skippy about these roots right here, telling him the deal. He's listening, asking questions. He's being excited because, honestly, he progressively watched it grow for the 1.5 weeks in the window. And day by day, he sees the roots coming out, and he's actually becoming really educated about it. And I wish I could add some of the sound in so you guys can hear how educated he's actually becoming about it. I was actually very impressed. You know what I mean? So I love it. And your kids catch on way faster than you think. So right now, guys, you're just going to see me dig about a hole about 1 inch deep. You know what I mean? To get the roots comfortably down. You don't want to cram them in there. You want them to be nice and comfortable so they can go just straight down into that nice loose soil. Okay? And I'm putting it in there. I'm going kind of slow. Okay, now I'm putting it in there, I think. Yes. And then I'm just going to pack it down real nice with my son. I'm going to let him get in there, get his hands dirty, pack it down. He's a little bit scared of bugs. So, I'm so glad that he came out to help me today. Whatever. Big shout out to Green Bean Boy, everybody. And when you get shout out to Green Bean Boy in these comments, man, I appreciate him coming out today to help me. And as you see, we're just packing it down, making sure that it's nice and packed so that the roots can go down nice. And I'm going to move that right over to the side. And then I think the next thing that I'm going to have him do is come over and water it. I think I might. I can't remember it. Yes, that's exactly what I did. Now he's coming over and he's going to water it. Now, guys, when you water this, don't be shy. Okay.